My name's Andrew. This is Canadian Starships live stream. Welcome to today's double live stream. We're doing two of them today. One now between 3 and 5 Eastern. The other one tonight, normal time, 9 to 11 Eastern. We have Ken here producing for me today. How are you, Ken?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And how is the weather where you are?
Better than it has been the past couple days.
Yeah, it's been raining here, so a ton of our snow that we had is now gone.
But you gotta contend with ice?
I had to put some salt out onto the driveway today, so
yes,
we are needing to deal with a little bit of the ice. But it's better to get as much of that snow cleared off because I'm sure we're going to get a whole ton more before the season is done. So we have Deep Space Crafts here. Welcome. It'll be probably a little bit of a slow entry for people today because I'm streaming at an odd time. Donnie's here. Says, what's up, Andrew and Ken?
Hey, Donnie.
Well, what's up is a live stream. And I don't have a hugely laid out plan for today, other than I need to get work done on this beastie back here. So that's what we're going to be working on. Right now, for the first live stream, I've got coffee.
Get you boosted and ready to go.
Yeah, so I'll be over onto the tea Earl Grey hot later today, but for now we are over on the coffee. So how's everybody doing? If you're in the chat, leave a message so I know who's here, who I'm talking to. It's always nice to know who I'm talking to in the chat.
Oh, it says we have 6 people viewing right now.
Awesome. Let us know who you are so we can say hi, live long and prosper, all those kind of things.
I see they're taking pre-orders now on the Enterprise E-Kit.
Who is?
Round 2.
Oh, round 2's taking orders?
They're taking pre-orders, yeah.
I'm kind of curious if it's available yet in Canada for orders.
Not that I've seen. I haven't gone looking too far. I just went to Round 2's site, which is the Auto Store
Auto
or
World.
something like that. Yeah, that's it, Auto World.
It's listed on the Great Hobbies website.
Oh, good.
And looks like you can, let's see, what does pink mean? New release, not yet in stock. So new product recently announced by manufacturer, but not arrived in stock yet. All right, I need to take a quick break here because I'm getting a phone call. So I'll just put some of this footage on and mute my microphone. I'll be right back.
And after this stream here today, we'll be taking a bit of a break, and you can watch Jody over at the Trek Mods channel, and then come back again for some more Star Trek Enterprise D content with Andrew here on Canadian Starships. So is anybody in the audience today working on anything model related or hobby related? Also, Donnie, have you heard anything further about the box I sent you? I think last I saw it was somewhere in the US. That's cool. Deep Space Crafts has been working on a Jim Hadar cruiser. Now, is that an actual released kit like by AMT, or is that 3D printed or resin kit?
Howdy. I'm back.
All right.
Oh, and we lost a viewer in that whole process.
Yes.
That's too bad. My family is on the 401 right now, so my wife had a question about stopping and charging and stuff. So.
Okay, so Deep Space Crafts has been working on a Jem'Hadar cruiser. He says
Mhm.
it's a resin kit from Starcrafts.
Okay, yeah. So great hobbies for the Enterprise E. It has it classified as pink. New product recently announced by the manufacturer, but not yet arrived. Pre-order yours today. And it's listed at $59.99 Canadian. So if I wanted...
Is that an actual decent price, though?
I mean, it's as decent as you're going to get.
Like compared to what they previously were listed for?
So let me put it to you this way. The AMT 1400 Enterprise C is listed at $84.99.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Please hold.
That ship is a thing of beauty. Anybody else in watching that would like to say hello or let us know what you're up to this weekend before Christmas? And I hope you're all ready for Christmas. Erican says, hi from Madrid. Well, hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Donnie says he's ready for Christmas. Donnie, have you heard any more about the box I sent you? I know some are being delivered on Monday, but I'm not sure if any others. Captain Charlemagne is here. He says, wow, that D is looking great, Andrew. I think Andrew's on the phone right now, but I'm sure he'll appreciate you saying so. Donnie still hasn't got an email for my box. Okay. I'll take a look at it a little bit later, and I'll let you know what I got. And Deep Space Crafts, I just saw you put in some chat there into Discord there on some STLs. That's cool. I wonder if Jody's here yet.
Sorry about that, guys. My wife was having a hard time navigating to a supercharger.
Uh-huh. You got her sorted out, I hope.
Yeah, I had to do it remotely for her. But hopefully that's it, and we can kind of be focused on the live stream. So catch me up here. What's going on?
Well, I was just asking. Well, we got Mark in here from Madrid. He says hi from Madrid.
Welcome to the live stream.
Donnie says he's ready for Christmas.
Good.
Captain Charlemagne is saying how your D looks great.
Awesome. It's this one right here in that video.
And then I asked Donnie if he'd heard any more about the box I sent you. Got the box I sent you?
I got the box. Ugh. This is the box.
Perfect.
I got the box.
Well, I can tell your color's off by just looking at that color of that tape.
Yeah?
Yep. Because I wrapped enough boxes in that tape to know.
And I did not have to pay any duty fees.
Yes. Neither did Keith, apparently.
No?
He lucked out as well.
Okay.
I guess some people are just lucky enough to have it slip on through. Yeah, I had said I hadn't seen a sign from Jody yet.
Yeah, I did message him to give him the times that I was going to be live streaming. And I haven't heard anything back from him. He's just offline for Discord. So he's probably busy doing things, right?
Yes.
And then Donnie says, the only email I got this week from UPS was the box Ian sent me with the Falcon figures in it.
All right. Well, I'll have to do some checking, and like I said, I'll get back to you, Donnie, if I find out what's going on with your box.
Did you send them all UPS?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know what they say about UPS? It spells oops.
Yeah. Well, thing was with FedEx, it was going to be about $157 to send each box into the US. But if it takes 4 days longer, UPS was only $48.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's the way I went.
Yeah, I was fine. Like during the postal strike, I had to get a marriage license in, and UPS was going to be the cheapest to get one piece of paper to Thunder Bay. As it was like $40 or something like that to get one piece of paper to Thunder Bay.
Yep.
So it is what it is. But we are going to do a little bit of work on. Let me get my screens organized here. We're going to do a little bit of work on this person. Yeah, no, it's not a person. This ship. You can see I've got a little bit of work done on that back end.
So sanding turned out well?
I mean, there's still, you can see on camera, it's still a bit wonky here. Let's zoom in, and because I need to decide what exactly I'm going to do with this. So let's zoom in. See if I can zoom in on that spot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. I can rotate it, but you can kind of see in there.
A little bit, yeah.
The same you can see on the other side. So yeah. I don't know if that's just going to, if I don't know if my best route is going to be just sand prime, or whether I need to pull the nuclear option or not.
So Captain Charlemagne, which I believe his name is Jeff, says, so I hope you gentlemen being this week. Sorry, how have you gentlemen been this week? Hopefully it's not been too crazy.
Well, things are always crazy around here.
So it happens when you have several kids.
Yes, exactly.
I am not that blessed, so no kids means less chaos, I guess.
Yeah, well, I forgot to take my lunch to work on yesterday, so I was about to run home to grab my lunch that I forgot. I barely get out of the parking lot, and I got a call from the school when my kids needs to go home.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so.
At least you were in the car, though, I guess. That's an upside.
Yeah, so that's just kind of the way things are. Am I on the right screen, by the way?
You are, yes.
Okay. Let's see exactly. I need the camera to show. Okay, it's this line here. Although, you know what? You can't really see it as much in person.
Yeah.
You can in the right light. So I'm going to work on grinding this down a little bit.
Yeah, you can barely see the lines I feel on camera. And it looks like the modification turned out well.
Yeah, until it fell off the bench and landed adapter first, and I had to reconnect it.
Whoops.
But that's because I had it connected to the USB cable.
Yep.
Like Todd had suggested. So I think I'm just going to run it wireless unless I need to run it plugged in. But you can see now that this area is definitely a high area because of how the white putty underneath is showing through. And I'm just doing circular motions because I noticed if I didn't do circular motions, you could definitely tell like the path that the sander had taken.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's going through that pretty good to get a sanding done.
Sorry, what was that?
I said it looks like it's going through the layers there to actually get in and sand it.
Yeah. So the nuclear option is not off the table, but we'll see here.
Have you had to change your sanding pads on there much?
Not yet.
Well, that's good.
Well, I haven't done massive amounts yet, right? So
Right.
what this has been good for, though, is blending the edge of where the paint is.
Yeah.
And where the sanding has been. So, because that was a bit of an issue where I'd scraped off the paint. I might need to adjust the angle on this head a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Like the reach on it.
Yeah. Jeff's saying that he's thinking about his Enterprise era Ranger class temporal cruiser. He said he found he really does not need a massive amount of mods to the refit, maybe just to remove the neck and add a weapons platform on the saucer.
Yeah.
And then a couple other things he may want to add. Is it getting pretty hard for you to hear me while you're sanding?
Only a little bit. I mean, I could put ear pods or something in.
Okay. Yeah, I try to talk a little louder while you're doing that.
But I'm also a little bit further away from the computer, so. But I'm choosing to do this on live streams, so that's
yeah,
on
that'll
me.
do it.
I know Jody was saying hold in one place, but if I don't keep it moving, it leaves these groove marks.
Well, it certainly looks a lot easier than sanding by hand.
The other thing I have to be careful about is that because it's a fairly small sanding surface, you could introduce wonkiness into the whole situation using just the small. That's again why I'm trying to keep it moving.
Right. What's the total length of this kit when it's completed?
What's that?
What's the length of the ship?
About 3 feet, give or take.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you here in a moment. Yeah, it's a little over 3 feet.
Nice.
It's about... Yeah, it's just a little over 3 feet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make a loud noise here for a moment. Just going to bring my compressor up to pressure so I can blow all the dust off this thing.
Sounds like your mic is now compensating for that. So Captain Charlemagne is saying, so is this a plastic or a resin kit? As it looks like the 1400 plastic kit, or is that just the paint? Yeah, it's not it is a resin kit. I think Andrew's about to tell you.
Sorry, what's that?
Yeah, so Jeff's asking, so is this a plastic or resin kit, as it looks like the 1400 plastic kit, or is that just the paint?
So this is a resin printed kit.
Yes, it's much, much larger than the 1400 plastic kit.
Well, for comparison, here's the plastic kit.
There you go, Jeff.
There is the plastic kit for comparison. Slightly different size.
Just a little bit.
So I'm just going to do a little bit of hand sanding here.
Now, I do believe this is the 1/650 scale.
It is. It is.
I know it's been a topic of discussion many times before, but it would be nice to see a lot more of these ships in a similar scale, so you can kind of get more of a fleet all the same scale. That's not the 2500 scale or something.
Well, this scale is a little bit big for most people.
Yes. So something like even 1000 is large, but start seeing ships, maybe around the 1400 scale for all of them.
Yeah, 1000 scale is a nice size. Like the Enterprise D, I've gotten 1000 scale sitting over there waiting to be finished. Is a really nice size. But and I'd love to get a 1000 scale Enterprise E. That would be a really nice size too. I'm just going to grab some water here. I don't know if you can still hear me.
We can.
Okay.
Captain Charlemagne, aka Jeff, says she's a big girl. Yes,
One
she
day
is.
I'll have a shop that has a sink inside it. It's just the little things that make working a little easier, and a sink in the shop would definitely make things a little easier.
That's very true.
So what I'm going to do is just wash down that surface a little bit before I move on, because we'll want to get a little bit of paint down on it. And where do my scissors go? There they are, underneath. They were underneath the 1400 saucer I put on my desk. I don't have the desk cam set up quite yet because it's charging, but if I do anything significant on the deck, I will grab it and get it connected there. So we'll just wash this down a little bit and make sure it gets fully dried off. And then we'll throw a little bit more primer down on it and see how that looks.
Right on. I'm just talking to Jody. He's not sure if he's going to stream now tonight.
Oh no? Is he not feeling well or something?
Just he's not sure what to work on.
Okay. Is he between projects?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
So he's contemplating. We'll find out shortly, I guess. American says, wow, this is looking so pro job. He says, I have just bought myself first model ever for this Christmas to start a new hobby.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. What's is that the do you mean like a plastic model kit that you bought, or are you talking about the resin one that you have from StarCrafts? Jeff says the Gambody 1350 Enterprise B, and she's a big girl. I can only imagine the sheer size of the D at that scale. Well, not Gambody, but Andrew does have a 1350 Enterprise B.
I do. And she's a big girl.
Yes, she is.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for paint. I am looking for my gray primer. It can't have gone too far.
And Tony's here. He says, afternoon.
Good afternoon. How's it going? I have a whole brand new container of the gray primer. Problem is it was stored in the same place that...
is it the one that's on camera there, right underneath the saucer?
That's the one I'm looking for.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. Then we'll let that dry up and we'll see what we think. In the meantime, I'm going to move this down. Down and down and down, white water.
Most people won't get that one.
Actually, I might need to flip this around so that the camera can see it better.
Oh, American says, no, just a simple plastic one to start somewhere and see where to go next. Mm-hmm. And I agree with Captain Charlemagne. Jeff there, which kit is it? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. What kind of kit did you get for yourself? And there's Jody. Jody says, "Hey, gents, just got home. I'm taking the night off and just being a viewer tonight."
Ah, I see. Well, I'm still taking a break at 5 o'clock or sometime soon after that, because I'll need to get some dinner and such.
And
So,
Captain Charlemagne says, "Hi, Jody. Just saw your 1/2500 scale Enterprise diorama. She looked awesome."
so Jody, you don't know what the next project's going to be? Trying to figure that out? Now, Jody, next week, I do have to do some traveling on the Saturday. I'm hoping I'm going to be back in time for my normal live stream, but I may or may not. But I really won't know until closer to.
Are those is that the special sanding cloths that you had that you're running short on?
Yeah, this is the stuff I like. It's like it's almost like a rubberized backing.
Right, and those are from
versus
3M.
being a stiff paper, so it's very flexible.
Right.
So this is the area on the saucer I had to repair, where the paint kind of went nuts on me. I had to remask these windows in this area. So I'm just going to do a bit of a sand down on this area. And then...
do you know what grit that sandpaper is?
This stuff is... I knew off the top of my head. I should have another piece here somewhere that might have more information on it. But this stuff's is a decently fine grit.
Like 1,000 grit or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't say on this particular piece. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. Okay, give me a moment. I'll try to see if I can track down one of my other pieces.
He says American says, "I have discovered that here in Spain you can find old models and cheapish. So I have a DS9 from AMT, the 1/2500 scale from the 90s.
Okay.
And Jody says, "How did your sanding modification work out?"
Good so far. I might still make a bit more of a modification to it. I might take it a little bit further down than it is currently. Okay, found it. Does this say anywhere? It says 350 on it, but I doubt that's what it is, because it says P350. It's 3M. PH6 is the code. Yeah, it doesn't say. But I wish I could find more of this stuff.
And did it come in like sheets or rolls? Or...
Yeah, sheets in like a envelope type package.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking here at different ones. Like there's stuff here they call non with no slip grip.
No slip grip, huh?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's no slip grip
Oh.
backing.
Captain Shalman's got to take off and cook dinner. Well, hopefully we'll see you back later. If not, have a great Christmas.
Yes, Jeff, you take care. Hopefully we'll see you later. And Jody says, Merry ho-ho, Jeff.
So who was it that had the DS9? That was...
Right there.
There we go. So I'm assuming... Ugh. I'm assuming you're referring to this one. This one right here.
Yeah, the newer reboxing has the clear kit or the opaque kit or whatever, or the
with the multiple Defiance and Cardassian ships.
Yes.
Jody, do you have a DS9 kit with those little ships inside? Because the clear DS9 comes with 3 Defiance and 3 Cardassian ships, the little ones. You know, the size you love to play with and do things with. So not only do you get 6 little ships, you also get 1 DS9. It's funny because they've put the little ships on the sprues for the arms that stretch out from the center core out to the outer rings. So those pieces, and there's like 3 of those pieces in the kit, and so they've just replicated those pieces, those sprues 3 times. And so because the Defiant and the Cardassian ship are on those sprues, you end up with 3 of them.
That's kind of a good deal.
Yeah. Let's see. What am I doing? I am going into a box of which I have not opened to get some sanding pads of which I don't know anything about, of a bit of a finer grit, and I'm going to replace the pad I'm using.
American says, yes, he's agreeing that's the kit he has. And Jody says, to answer your question, your earlier question, Andrew, I have a project started for videos, but I finished my tiny enterprise last night.
Yeah.
And then he says, no DS9.
No DS9? I want to, what I want to do is just sand the edges. You can see those edges on there. So I'm going to go with a bit of a higher grit. I'm just trying to decide what level to go to. I could do 800. I could do 1,000. I could do 1,200. What do you think, Ken?
It's hard to say without actually being there because it's, without actually seeing, and feeling the texture.
So it doesn't feel like
start lighter and then you can go heavier if you need.
You can't feel a whole lot. I'll go 1,000, I think.
That's probably a good place to start, and then you can decide from there if you need to go up or down. And Jody says, when you build yours, send me the ships and I'll light them for you. And he laughs.
I mean, you get so many of them.
Yeah, and you're not, normally you wouldn't use that many.
Just so you know, if you're saying anything right now, I can't hear it.
Nope, wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Well, that was a good test. In fact, what I think we're going to do is, let's see.
I just sent you a link in Discord too with that sandpaper from 3M.
Okay, I'll have a look at that in a moment. While I am doing that sanding, and it's making a lot of noise anyway, let's just quickly make YouTube happy here. One moment, please, as I did not have this open. So we're going to run a quick commercial break. We're going to run a quick commercial break, and just if you get a commercial, and we're still testing this out because I want to be able to control when commercials are in. I don't want YouTube just throwing them in willy-nilly whenever they want. So help me out in all of this by letting me know if you get a commercial and how long the commercial ends up being, because I'm trying to figure this out because I only want like maybe a couple throughout a 2-hour stream, and I want to be able to control when they are so that we're not missing anything. So we're going to run one, see how it goes. Let me know if you get one, and if you do, how long it is. Here we go. And of course, I can't see them, so I don't know if they're actually running them or not.
So, Jody, are you saying they're for this sander that he's using?
Sorry, what was that, Ken?
I was talking to Jody. He said Ian sent me some sanding pads for that, which are thick and padded. They may be good for corners and such.
Yeah.
So I was just asking if it was for this sander.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Kind of feels like I'm the ship's orthodontist.
Well, so Deep Space Craft said he had no adverts.
Okay.
Jody got one while you were talking, but on his phone, but not the TV.
Okay.
American said he had 35 seconds and 38 seconds.
Interesting.
And Jody said, yes, it is. Those sanding pads are for that sander.
It's interesting that it seems to be that the commercials seem to be different for everybody. Not that they're different commercials, but that the way that they do the commercials seems to be different for everybody. You would think that it would be like, okay, we're going to run one commercial. We're going to run 2 commercials. But it doesn't seem to be the way that they're doing it. Weird.
No.
Because it'd be nice to know, okay, they're going to run 2 commercials. They're going to be 30 seconds each. And so I know when anybody who hits commercials is going to be back.
I mean, as long as you wait, like just over a minute or so.
Yeah.
A minute and 15 seconds or something like that, you should be good.
All right, so I'm just washing this down. Then I'll give this a shot of primer once it's confirmed dry. Don't want to put primer down on wet surface.
Deep Space Craft says, I'm in the UK, so it might be different for regions.
Yeah.
That's true. Also, if you have YouTube Premium, you shouldn't see ads.
Yeah, so I know that you won't see it if you've got YouTube Premium, but we're looking at the others. For YouTube Premium, for YouTube Premium, you're paying a monthly fee, right? And so what you pay ends up getting kind of split up between YouTube and creators that you watch, right? So
Jody said, the one I got on my phone started before you triggered it. Then I didn't get another. I would assume because it's the delay from what we're doing and then what you actually see. I think it's like a 7-second delay.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm trying to remember to use my compressor to blow off models instead of my canned air, because that's more important for other things.
Right. American said, agrees with the geo-locked. Also, he said, I can skip each in 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And Mary's here. Mary said, no ads on the PlayStation.
Interesting. It's all YouTube voodoo. I don't know. Okay, so that's been. I can still see the edges.
Yes, especially on the side closest to us, we can see it because of the angle with the light. It may need to be feathered a little bit more once it's dry.
Yeah. Yeah, this might just be an ongoing process here. But it's also a bit of a filler primer too, so it should build up some layer.
Right.
And eventually should be better.
But that's the paint you used for your base coat to really, really makes you think when its color really does match the plastic model kit.
Yeah. Right.
Well, it doesn't look that close, but for me, it just in my mind, I don't know if it's the smaller kit maybe that has the closer color.
Yeah, well, the colors certainly are different between the show and the movie, right? So
yes.
So we'll have to let that dry, and we'll have to see how that goes. So I'm going to swap this out onto the back bench. And then I think I'm going to prepare the nuclear option just to be on the safe side.
Couldn't hurt.
All right. Let's switch over here. So it'll give me a moment to kind of switch gears here and get prepared for doing the computer work.
Let's see here. Jody says the 2500 scale is pretty much the same as Andrew's French Blue.
Yeah. Keyboard. Where did I put my keyboard?
It's over there.
Keyboard. Hello. Hello.
It's not under your other enterprise there? No? Oh.
It was under the saucer.
There you go.
All right. Let me grab the scan I did from my email, which I will do off camera here. One moment, please. Please stand by. Scan. Download. Okay, I have the download. Hopefully, the scanner at work kept the sizing formatted properly. Okay. I'm going to... I'm just switching some stuff around here. Closing out some programs that don't need to be open. Moving StreamYards to the side. I'm going to open. No. I don't want StreamYards on the side, because then I'll have to modify my screen capture. So I'm going to open up Silhouette Studio, where I do my mask work.
And Howard's here.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? Welcome to an early live stream. Silhouette.
Looks like he's saying Will just hit his, I think he means halfway mark in his 24-hour build, and yet he is still not halfway through his build of the 110 stages. Aren't you glad you aren't doing this for Wonderfest? Or that you aren't doing this for Wonderfest?
So, sorry, who's doing
Will. He's one of the he's from the UK, and he's part of the Discord family.
Yeah. Is he doing it online?
I would assume he's doing it on YouTube. I believe it's a part works. Well, I guess, yeah, 110 stages. Yeah, he said Will's Workshop.
Yeah. Got it. All right. I'm going to open up. Actually, I'm going to do a new design. Now I can throw this over onto here. And I can run myself in the corner here. And what measurement are we using here? I need to know. So this is Silhouette Studio. This is the program that comes along with the Cameo Final Cutter. And let's see, I need my project settings, I think. Page setup. Well, we'll see how wide this is when I import the image. So we're going to import the image. It's in my downloads. hopefully this works. Import. It's always fun when it opens up the dialog windows on a different screen. So, okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. Oh, that was an undo button. Got it. Okay. They've just updated the software, so I'm navigating the new updated software.
Okay. They also have the Silhouette Go software you can use on your portable device, iPad or phone or whatever you have.
Okay, I need to rotate it by 90 degrees Celsius. Object. Rotate by 90 degrees Celsius. There we go. So I need to increase the page size here. So there we go. Now that will cut the whole thing if I send it to the printer. All right, we're going to zoom back in here. And what we're going to do essentially, oops, I didn't want to do
So
that.
yes, he did, Howard. He did use that thing, and yeah, and now he's got sprayed some more primer down. He's just letting that dry, and he's doing this as a backup option while the paint's drying right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did use the thing which is not to be named. So now what I'm doing is I'm simply tracing out. That might not be what I wanted to do. Is draw a polygon what I want to do? It's been a while since I've done this. I'm going to go corner to corner. Yep, this is what I wanted. Corner to corner. And then I will shape the corners as we go. And it looks like, Ken, you need to hit a button.
I see that.
Thank you, Howard, for that 1999, 90 degrees Celsius. OMG, that's like being on the sun. Well, not quite like being on the sun, but it's the temperature I get the water to make tea. So there's that. Here we go. There we go. And this will bring us all the way back to here.
To do. Oh, no, wait, that's
what?
A song.
And now what we do is we pull the line. And we shape the line. And how do I do this again for curves? All right, this button here. There we go. So I can shape the curve. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
And you can pull that. Yeah, there you go. I know it's been a while since I've used this software as well.
I need to zoom in a little bit to see what I'm doing here. And just let me know if I get, if it goes off screen. Like Oh, I don't want to move the item below. So if it ends up under my face, let me know because I'm not paying attention to that.
Howard said, so I got told today one of my packages got delivered, but his wife opened it up because she was suspicious of it, because she's like that. Just because it was addressed from a guy to another guy, and it said, I'm not your Santa," or not.
Okay. Bring this in. There we go. How's that line look?
That's looking good. And worst case scenario, you have a little overhanging on the back you can trim.
Yeah. I mean, this is zoomed in significantly, right? So, oops, it moved that, and it moved the bit behind it. There you
go. Looks like Jody, like you have the same guess I do.
Sorry, what's that?
Jody made a guess as to who it was.
Hi there. How can I help?
I don't want Siri talking to me. Let's see. Well, looks like they made it to where the superchargers are, but they're grabbing a washroom break first.
Well, that's good.
They're parked just over at the McDonald's near the supercharger. Let's bend that, and then we're going to bring this in, tilt this out, tilt this out a little bit, and then I think we're just going to grab here, bring this in, and this is just basically manipulating the line until it does what you want it to do. And you can just kind of fine tune the curve. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks good here.
So, and this is basically the process to making any kind of mask you want. So you take the template, like you trace out your template onto the tape, you scan it in, you throw it into your software that you use for drawing the. Oops. We're drawing the shapes, and then you there we go. And then you just work the lines to match what you drew. And you can kind of just adjust as you go. So it's not really rocket surgery. Getting some of the... For some reason, it's gone back to straight lines. I want curvy lines. Oop! That's weird.
Yeah, you didn't want a curvy line there.
Nope.
Although your bottom line looks like it's off now a little bit.
Yeah, I'll have to adjust that. I want...
Yeah, Howard, the box I sent to him, Howard should be there on Monday.
There we go. I've just had to backtrack a little bit. Undo. I need to see this a little bit closer, I think, because something weird is going on here. There we go. That's better. I just need a closer look. All right. Zoom out a little bit. Get it back on screen. All right, let's grab here. And why is it's defaulting back to
straight lines?
Yeah. This is weird. I'm just gonna I'm not sure why it's doing this. Convert shapes made from lots of straight lines like designs into shapes made from smooth. Here we go. This is better.
That is coming along nicely.
There we go. Oh. It's a little bit finicky, but it gets the job done. This is weird. It's doing some weird things.
Yes.
Here. Oops. Let me zoom in.
Jody's asking, why not just stick that template on the vinyl sheet and cut it with scissors?
Because this is going to give me a much more accurate cut. Much more precise. Because it'll be machine cut versus me trying to do it myself. It's just that this here is just acting a bit weird. But that'll be close enough. Once we zoom out. Oh! Whoa. Let's try that again. All right. I need to do this area now.
I appreciate you talking to them there, Howard. I will also remind Dave later today. Maybe I'll send him a message there letting him know that his package will be there. He should have got a notice saying that it's showing up on Monday and when. Howard said, he isn't old school like us, Jody. He's embracing AI.
This is not AI. Except I can't get this to curve.
And it looks like your bottom corner there came up a little bit from your pencil line.
Did it?
There you go.
Maybe I have to bring this in first and then
throw a curve in. Yeah, you're still on straight lines. Oh, there you go. Jody calls it AI. He says artistic ingenuity.
Mm-hmm. It's doing weird things with these corners.
Yeah, Howard, I saw that as well. Like Keith said, he didn't have to pay anything extra, no taxes or anything on the box I sent him. Obviously, the Canadians didn't. I don't know. Like I know Alec had some due on his that he couldn't afford, so I paid that for him. And I think I also paid Dave's as well. I was looking earlier this morning to see who else that I could look at and pay, but I couldn't see any others that were showing how much it was that I could pay yet.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate reality of where we are geopolitically right now.
Yeah, and I guess too, it depends on which office it shows up in to be inspected too.
Yeah,
some of them might just be really busy and see, oh, it says it's a gift, it says it's food. Open it up. Yep, it's food. Okay, close it back up. It's good.
Spoilers.
Well, that's what it always is. It's food. Everybody knows. It's Canadian goodies.
Well, I think last year it had a bit more than just food in it, didn't it?
Yeah, but not this year, really. For, I don't think there's anything else. Like I sent my A10 pilot to Donnie because he said he would paint it for me, so I sent that in there with his.
I think last year you had.
I had the water mugs I sent to some people. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of that this year. There's way too many people. There's like a dozen people.
Yeah.
In the gift exchange.
There we go. Got the curve there. And then I can adjust this. So once it gets cut out, I can adjust for fit.
Right.
There we go. Getting the hang of this. Every time I do this so rarely that I kind of have to remember how to do it each time.
Right.
There we go. I think I've just got this one. Let me move this in a little bit more. I've just got this one last one to do here.
Yeah, Howard, I'll give it a check here once we go to the break in between Stream A and Stream B.
There we go. I think.
Is that center section there?
Oh, this is supposed to. I might need to line this up a little bit.
Pierre is here. He says, "Good evening from Belgium."
Good evening. There will be some fit and finish issues that will need to be worked through here, but
right. But if that little portion is all you're worried about, yeah, that's nothing major.
Okay. Let's zoom her on out.
Although that one where you just were, if you zoom back in there. that last little, that last bottom square there, it comes way off that line there. We don't want you having a gap in there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to...
And I don't know if you want to round that off up in there. Yeah, right up in that area.
Oops.
Because it is a rounded area. Sorry for making your job a little more difficult.
There we go. So this is not going to be perfect in here. I'll need to adjust that a little bit as it goes because it's clearly not lined up. But getting the tracing on that area was a little difficult to do.
Right.
So if I zoom out, let me turn my cutter on and get that loaded up, and we'll see what we can do. And of course, I'm not sure what's going on with this, but my tray keeps getting stuck. My the tray that holds the roll of vinyl keeps getting stuck in the closed position.
Is it too close to the wall?
No. It gets stuck on something inside, and I need to use something to pry it open. There we go. I'm going to open up my fresh roll of vinyl.
Denny is here. He says, happy holidays. Just ordered myself a Bamboo Lab P1S for Christmas. Do you use 3D printers to help you with your model builds?
I have not gotten into it too much. I have a small resin printer here, but it's like, it seems to be kind of like voodoo to me. I don't understand how to get it to work properly, but it's something I need to get into a little bit more. I'm going to load this up. I'm going to try something different. It should connect, now that the software has been updated, it should connect via Bluetooth a lot easier. So should connect. I'm trying to connect. My Bluetooth button is flashing, is it?
And I don't know if you want to save this file now, so in case it's something.
Yeah, I'm going to save it and then restart the software. And then with the printer turned on and see if that helps. So I'm going to save this in my Enterprise D650 mask, and we're going to go pylon cover. And then we're going to close that out. And we're going to restart Silhouette. How are we doing on the chat? Are we all caught up?
We were. Let's see here. Yep, still caught up.
Awesome. I'm just going to put a little star on that last comment. All right.
All right, Howard. Howard, it says for your package on the way as of 4 a.m. So leaving Winnipeg today at 4 a.m.
Let's open up pylon cover. Let's go to send.
Jody says incoming comment.
I've always plugged in direct. But I'm kind of hoping that it'll connect via Bluetooth for me.
Well, at least it's not too complex of a pattern for it to cut.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to design. I'm going to power cycle. Oh, it's on Bluetooth now. Okay. Just figuring this out. Wonder if there's a range issue with it. Shouldn't be a problem. But you never know.
I was going to say, sorry, go ahead.
So I'm just disconnecting the bench camera because it's kind of in the way. And I can reconnect once we go back to it. Let's see if I can roll this out a little bit further without it losing power. Here we go. Sorry, you can't see that. Let me power cycle. Okay. Searching. I might have to go direct again on this.
Jody says, will you secure the piece with blue tape before you peel it off the backing to keep it in shape?
I will probably do a transfer. Oh, it sees it. Okay. Everything looks good. One pass, speed of 5. I don't need anything slower. Let's give it a go. Media not detected.
Yeah, Howard, it says it was at 9 o'clock last night, or 9:05 last night. It had been released by the government agency.
Okay, it says it's ready. Media width too wide? No. The selected media is too wide to be used with the specified silhouette device. Select a compatible media size and retry.
Bring in the red lines on the sides, way over there on the sides, maybe. And Darth Trent is here. He says, hey, Howard and Jody. And then he also says, hey, Andrew and Ken. So sorry, I read those in the wrong order, but they're both there.
Okay. Looks like that might have worked because it's cutting now.
Perfect. Jody had guessed it might have been too close to the top edge.
No, when I brought this edge in the design, then it worked.
Yeah, Jody's trying to help. He's saying, can you move it down? But if it's working now, we're all good.
It's working. So while that's cutting,
it's that darn delay.
So while that's cutting, I'm just going to go to another commercial break. Please stand by.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. This Sunday at the Thunderdome.
Actually, I think it's done cutting.
Well, it does look like it's a fairly simple, straightforward pattern.
So I don't know if the Bluetooth was a range issue. Let me hook this camera back up. Let me see my software here. No, let me see. I want to see StreamYard. That's what I want to see. Sorry, too many screens going. Too many things happening.
Jody said he got commercials or ads on the PS4 this time, but not on the phone.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And Deep Spacecraft said he had a lovely advert for eBay.
Sorry, what was that?
Deep Spacecraft said he had a lovely advert for eBay.
Oh. So if I can get it to do advertisements when it's non-impactful to the live stream, that is ideal. I have to redo reacquire the camera for the bench again.
Yeah, Jody, I agree. Jody says different platforms seem to deliver ads differently.
Yeah. I just wish it was consistent.
Yeah. And Trent says, I don't do commercials.
I'm just adjusting the camera so you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing on the bench.
All right.
It's a bit weird controlling the camera. But let's see. Okay. Hopefully this works.
The Enterprise cloaked.
Yeah. Now that's interesting. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the design on there. I don't think you can.
Not really, no.
Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. And you can kind of see the one cut line. If you squint your eyes.
Stick your tongue out.
Yeah.
And put one finger in your left ear.
Something like that. All right, so I'm going to grab my straight edge and sharp number 11. My chair almost rolled away on me here. I'm going to line the bottom of the vinyl up with my cutting mat. And I'm going to cut it off the roll. I chose this vinyl. It's the same vinyl that that Wayne has used for the masks for the Enterprise D. And I'm using this because it's you can see through it. So for lining it up, it makes it a lot easier. And I should have put an extra cut line here. And on the same spot on the other side to help keep the vinyl together a little bit more. What we're going to do is we're going to peel off the excess vinyl. At least hopefully that's what we're going to do.
So you're weeding it now?
Oh, essentially, yes. Hopefully it cut deep enough. There we go. I just needed to pull it from the other direction. Oh, no, I want this to stay behind.
There you go. Looks good.
So placing it will be a little bit of a challenge. But I think I have some no, this is just
Worst case, you could cut it down the center there, that little narrow part, and then any gaps in that area, you could just throw a piece of masking tape. Oh no, that's right, you're not doing it for painting. Never mind.
Yeah. I should have some transfer tape here, like some transfer film. If not, I might have to make my own. You know what? Let's just make our own. Because I'm not sure where the transfer film is that I have.
All right, I'll catch up on some comments here. Howard's talking about to see if the packages will arrive. So he sent them out. Jody says, I watch on TV through PS4 and use my phone for chat. So I always have both open when I watch live streams. And then Howard's talking about how the government gets too much for now for shipping. And then Howard says, Andrew, I need another session again for DaVinci Resolve. If you're free, I forgot how to add effects and messages in the videos.
No problem. That's easy. We can get you up and running on that pretty quick.
And Cosmic Quest Hobbies is here. He says, "Hey y'all, happy Saturday."
Welcome. I see you on Jody's streams quite often. I think my streams are usually a little bit too late for you if my memory serves. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. Trying to keep track of everybody is almost a full-time endeavor.
It can be.
I'm hoping that my MacGyvered.
Have you ever done it
transfer
this way
works.
before with packing tape?
I have. It's not the ideal way to do it.
I'm just wondering if detacking it a bit would help.
Well, it shouldn't stick too heavily to the vinyl. That shouldn't be a problem. And the backing material, it should release off the backing material, no problem either. So
Howard's saying, so are you leaving this on the model as a patch to smooth things out? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, if it works. There is actually at least one vinyl patch on the other model that people didn't notice. And it's up by the neck. And I might need to do a vinyl patch where I had to do the crack repair. So no guarantees this is going to work. No guarantees this is going to transfer properly. And I think I might hold off on doing this test for the next live stream. Well, it's actually fairly dry on the back end there. Maybe I'll just try to do it now. Because it's been a while since we did the
right.
But you know what? That's not looking too bad there.
No, I think it's looking good.
But I still think maybe we do a test. Or at least a test application anyway. Gonna need to make an adjustment. Let's move this back over.
Howard's asking, so what would keep this from peeling away from the model in time?
Ugh. Well, it shouldn't. It's also going to be sealed in.
Cosmic Quest says, probably so. I'm old and go to bed earlier. Howard says, my fear is it bubbles or peels over time, especially with such a huge size.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying this is the nuclear option. Here.
Let's see here. Jody says the layers of paint and clear coat should hold it down.
Yeah, should. Right now, this is just a proof of concept right now. Like, even if I do this, this is not the piece I will use.
Well, then you could cut it in half then at the narrow point.
Well,
just a test.
yeah, I need to know though too if the application process is feasible.
And Jody says hi to Russ. Thanks for reminding me of Cosmic Quest Hobby's real name. I forgot. It's Russ.
So this is just all experimentation here at the moment. And like I said, that one side's actually looking pretty good. So if I can do it via sanding paint, then that's a better option.
Yeah, there would be more work, but I think the results might be a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that. You know what? I'm gonna have to cut another piece if I want to try it. I think the application of such a large piece,
yep,
is going to be problematic.
You could print it with the cut line in the middle and then just extend the middle on both sides, like in the program. So
well, if I did that, if I cut it in the middle, then I would just try to get it perfectly lined up. But like I said, that's actually not looking too bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, once it gets the Aztecs on, I just need it to be good enough that when the Aztecs go on, you can't see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sand down, use the tool which shall not be named
yet.
And I need to get a little bit of epoxy underneath this grill because it's not quite secured down in the corner here. But I'll sand this down with the tool that shall not be named. I shall then put more, do the whole primer and thing. And then we'll see how that works out.
So Jody and Howard are having a bit of a discussion about using the vinyl, and Howard's saying, even so, Jody, but my thought of where it might sit, like near a heat source or sun bleaching, such as like Andrew's fear of drooping from the resin over time, and the reason for his adding the armature in.
So with my extension, I am able to get it to sit flat here.
Well, that's great.
So if you see, you can already see patches of gray popping through. Let me zoom in a little bit. So you can tell how it's uneven.
Right.
Because there's patches starting, instead of it being evenly going gray down to the primer, it's the high points are starting to show. So I think I'm just gonna have to sit here for a while and sand down these high spots.
Well, just think how much longer that would take you with the doing it by hand.
Yeah, without the tool that shall not be named. I've got to figure out how I'm repacking this up for the 28th.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right. You all signed an NDA.
Where it said, nobody look at what's being used. Nothing to see here. Move along, avert your eyes. Yeah, Howard says, yeah, you can really see those dimples.
So now it's gone. Now you can see the high point with the epoxy sculpt underneath.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what Howard's saying. Yeah, you can really see those dimples.
starting to look a bit like a topographical map. So if you know what I'm thinking, if Jody is not going to be live streaming, then I may come on a bit early because I don't have kids to get to bed tonight.
Right.
So, because we're going to finish off here in about 10 minutes, take a dinner break. Normally I'd be back at 9. Maybe I'll come back for 8. Would that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay. So I think maybe we'll try that. See if I can make that work.
Howard's asking what grit you're using.
What grit?
Yeah.
To start off, I am using the 180 to start. And then I'll go over it with the finer stuff to blend it in. And I'm deliberately moving it around. I know Jody said to keep it in one spot, but I'm deliberately moving it around because I found that it was leaving too many sanding marks if I was leaving it in one spot for too long. I might need to plug it in. I can feel another high spot here.
Well, that's good. You can work it down.
You can actually start to see it appear there.
Howard says orbital patterns or figure 8, same as if you were sanding wood against the grain.
Well, I'm finding the high spots anyway. I'm just stopping so that you can see.
Yeah, it's looking much better. You can see, like you said, where all those high spots are. Are there many more?
Well, you can tell further down that there's more mounding.
Yeah.
So. And it feels flatter here now. This is all the work that people don't ever want to do.
So true.
But it makes a world of difference on your finished product. I'm only going to be able to go so far with this flat head here.
Right.
Because then the pylon curves up.
So you're gonna have to modify another one.
Yeah, I might have to modify another one. Although once you start going up the curve, it's far less noticeable. So it may not even be worth the effort because the Aztecs will really hide that up there.
Right.
It's on this flat section where you're going to see absolutely everything. So.
And that's correct, Howard. That is where the support arm is.
What's that?
Howard's just saying, is that where the steel arm goes through?
Yeah, the armature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the armature goes through. That's why it's been an issue because getting that to be hidden is a challenge. And I have a high spot here I can see. I have to be delicate here because it's very close to the navigation light.
So Howard's asking, is Helios addressing this in version 2?
So they've made a metal armature, but they don't have pylon supports in that metal armature. So I may be doing the same thing again on the third one.
And Trent says that sure is a nice sander. What is it? I don't know what you're talking about, Trent.
I mean, if I was using a sander, I would imagine it would probably be something from Display. If I was going to be using one,
Perhaps a professional quality one.
Perhaps something like that.
Yeah, because you are kind of doing this somewhat as a professional.
But this is all kind of just speculation and whispers and rumors, you know? Okay, I'm going to make some noise. I've got to boost the compressor, so I'm going to mute my mic while I do that.
All right.
Okay, if you want to entertain them.
Are you not entertained? Howard said this is a modified version. Yes, it's been modified. And possibly to be modified again. Oh, you can see me juggling the chainsaws again, can you?
Can you tell I've got a wooden platform floor here? As I walk, it shakes the workbench. Our garage here has a 6-inch difference in height between the front and the back due to the slope. So to turn it into a workspace, I had to build a wooden floor so that I had a level floor to work on. I understand that they want the snow to melt off cars and out the front doors, underneath the doors, but that's still a crazy significant slope from front to back.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the most aggressive slope in a garage I've seen so far. Where did I put the... Oh, it's over here. It's over there. Got it. My water bucket. That little raised section that's been bothering me is now taken care of.
Yeah, when you wet it down like that, yeah, we can kind of see that. Yeah, right there, closer to the nacelle.
Yeah.
Ken's model shop is here. He says, "Hey, everyone.
How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. We're just about to wrap up for stream number 1. But we'll be back for stream number 2. Probably a little early. Probably around 8 p.m. Eastern versus the normal 9 p.m. Eastern, because Jody's not going to be streaming tonight. Although, Jody, if you change your mind, just let me know.
And Trent says 6-inch drop in that span is insane.
Yeah, because it's what? 4, 8, 16, 20? 20 feet, I think, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4x10 sections of floor. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 by 4, so 20 feet front to back. So 6 inches over that distance.
Howard says, "How's the weather there today? Having a heat wave in Michigan, almost t-shirt weather after the past week."
Yeah, I mean it's gone up to, well, one day it was all the way up to a balmy 8 degrees, and it's been raining, so a lot of that snow that we had has melted away.
Deep Spacecraft says, thanks for the early stream. Nice to be able to catch a live stream.
It's when it's possible for me to do that, I like to do that sometimes. It's not really possible most nights because I've got the kids and bedtime and that kind of thing. So usually I have to wait until they're in bed to live stream. So
Jody says, I'm good. The night is yours, my friend.
all right. Okay, so we've got paint down on those sections. Actually, I'm going to glove back up and just put another layer of paint, like another coat of paint on the front of the saucer.
Trent says 1 inch per 10 feet is all you need for talking about the slope.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just manually adjusting the camera here. It won't let me adjust to that location.
Ken is saying, I'll watch the first live stream later tonight. And Howard says, still ogling Jody's tiny butter ship.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think the saucer is just going to take a few coats for it to kind of fill in and level out. All right. Let me deglove, and then we will call it for the first stream here. I'll get some food, get some stuff done around the house, and then I'll be back at 8 o'clock.
So in about 2 hours, we should be back.
3 hours.
3 hours?
It's 5 now.
Right.
We'll come back at 8. I know time zones are fun because you're in a different time zone than I am, correct?
That is correct.
In Central?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's pop over to the face cam. All right. So we're going to wrap things up for the first of the 2 live streams here. Hope that you've enjoyed the live stream. If you did, make sure that you hit the like button. If you're new to my channel or haven't done so yet, you can hit that subscribe button today. But for now, I'm Andrew. Our producer has been Ken. We will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern for part 2. Until then, everyone.